done any triangles on the dessert? When do you want me to like Oh, remind you right now, literally. Okay, yes, it is.
Something's wrong.
Okay. I wanted to put these on mini cast irons.
They're not gonna fit.
No, I know that. I bought the wrong size, okay? I was like 3.5 inches, that's pretty big. I didn't think about it. And they actually were like, they're even smaller than like, so I need to get the 6-inch ones. Because I want a big, fat, like cinnamon roll on the cast iron. So I might even still make you guys bake it like this and we'll just use the cast iron as a transportation because I don't think the dish pit wants to scrub sugar, cook sugar in the cast iron. And that might take forever for you guys. So we might just use it as a vehicle. We just have to make sure that they're oiled every night, or every service actually. So you're just gonna take a giant cinnamon roll, and then you're gonna put it on top. It's very natural. With the cast iron, it'll even look more rustic, but there's nothing more to it. It should be ooey gooey, like that's it. Like it should be really simple.
That was hard to play.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
What else do you want?
Oh, gross. Icing?
Yeah, no
Yeah. Cream cheese. Cream cheese.
No, we were gonna do it, but we don't have cream cheese today.
Oh, I have white chocolate in
So,
the
yeah.
bottom drawer.
Yeah, so that would be cool. Some type of chocolate shaving.
And a microplane.
Oh yeah, or will we have like icing in a squirt bottle?
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, or dusted powdered sugar.
Or yeah.
We wanted to do a pumpkin cream cheese, but no cream cheese.
Oh, none in the kitchen?
Nope. Or me and Neelu were trying to figure out what to do.
Well, if it's gonna be in a cast iron, it's not gonna have
we were
much
just
plate
like,
around it.
okay, what should we do?
True. I forgot about that. You can't really like plate it, yeah.
Yeah, there's not like other stuff. Yeah.
But like on top, you could just like.
Yeah, just a little something.
But they're gonna warm them. They're gonna warm them this out. So it's nice and warm. Or leave it above this.
You don't like them?
Or they don't have to be pre-frosted. I don't even know who you asked them to order.
You can no longer be a part of this.
Oh, you have to let us know if the proportions are right, because we're just eyeballing things. We wrote them down, but we're
I
eyeballing.
think the frosting should be thicker.
Okay, that's Neelu.
And we should do 5 minutes less.
That's
Are they
Neelu
too crunchy?
It's too crunchy.
She said 5 minutes more.
They're supposed to be golden brown.
That's what I said. But she's like, 5 minutes more. I was like, okay.
Okay.
You do you. I just listened to it.
Oh, I like that.
Christmassy.
Like cheese. It doesn't like cheese.
I don't know if I like it.
Looks like
It
cheese.
looks like a Parmesan.
Fresh candy pecans.
Yeah, we'll put, oh yeah, we need candy pecan. I made a whole bunch.
What if you just melted the chocolate, put it in a squeeze bottle, and like drizzled it?
We're still gonna play with this, okay? Okay, let's go. You have what? Because a regular burger after a while is boring.
Yeah, I like the smoked Gouda.
They can have any cheese they want as long as I have it in house.
Okay.
Does that make sense? They want blue cheese, they want Parmesan cheese, they want mozzarella. As long as I have it, we can give it to them. Is he running to get that? I'm hoping so.
Yeah, he's right behind.
Here's one. Here's one. I just need one more.
I'm excited for this.
Okay, so for this one, okay, we use this one, the one with the straight edges. It's like the perfect size. No, so if you think about this pan, right, the edges are rounded. Okay, we usually do it the longest side, 4 rows, and then 3 columns, or 4 columns and 3 rows. Okay, however you want to look at it, but it's 3 by 4. Okay, so when you do it, what's the easiest? Is it easier to cut in half or cut in thirds first? Half, right? So you don't even need a knife. You just go half and just go across. Sweet potato crumble. Okay, after you go in half, it's easier to go half again, right? Did I fuck this up? I fucked this up already. Pretend. Erase. Okay, half. Okay, half. Okay, and then half. Okay. Now when I do half, like I won't go like maybe like completely half, because there's an edge right here. I might like go just like a little bit over, not like a lot. Okay, and then when I go in thirds, the middle is always the fattest, right? So it can be a little bit smaller. So when I do in thirds, that was half. I just go over a little bit and go across. It's still gonna work out. It's gonna be amazing. Okay. Then when you do it, oh yeah. Pretend that middle line isn't there. I think we have drawings in the position notes showing how to do it. So you're gonna go straight down, right? You're gonna pick up, and then you're gonna put it on. Yep, that's how I feel. Okay. If it falls apart, it's okay. It can't be perfect. Yeah, it can't be perfect, right? So, but you can't do like mix match pieces and try to pretend that it didn't get fell.
Yeah, right.
This is one
Just like
piece.
put it back
And
together.
then, oh, where's the marshmallow?
You could totally just put the ice cream over there, cover it.
I want marshmallows on it. Sorry, I need to write into the recipe that you need. I did do that. I remember writing it. You put marshmallow right before, like 5 minutes before it's done, or 2 minutes before it's done. You put marshmallows on top and then throw it back in the oven, and so the marshmallows kind of melt onto it, and then so that you can torch it. But we'll. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's the whole concept. I was like, a lot of people get mad because we don't have like Thanksgiving week, where we do like Thanksgiving dinner and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, if I put all the Thanksgiving items on the menu, then they're happy.
It's very fall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is very fall. I like it. I don't
I'm
like
actually
candy.
like, this is like my saddest menu I've ever had.
Why is it sad?
Because I don't like fall.
What?
I don't like fall.
What do you like?
Summer.
Summer.
I'm a summer baby.
Yeah.
I love cucumbers, tomatoes, like
Fall baby.
peaches, nectarines, like all those vegetables. Spring I hate the most though.
Yeah, I think everybody
Like
hates
way more than
Yeah,
spring is all artichokes and green beans that you have to shuck and peel and asparagus. You have to take every single eye off the asparagus. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, at least we
Makes my
have like.
life living hell.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah, summer, strawberry. Winter is fun because they have oranges. I like oranges.
Oh, that's
Citrus.
true,
yeah.
citrus.
Sorry, guys. She's like running in around the entire kitchen because I think the marshmallow is that way and then the torch is that way.
the good marshmallow.
And we got the good kind too. I got Trader Joe's kind and it did not work. It did not torch well. It just burnt. Oh look, they
How do
got
you do that?
they got stock marshmallows. They got 3-leaf clover marshmallows. We're gonna put those on.
Really?
These are fun.
So those are.
Yeah.
Oh, they're Disney. I know.
So we'll put marshmallows on there, right? And then we'll take the torch, since we're not using it at the pass. No, you cannot blow on it.
Oh yeah.
Okay? You cannot blow on it.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna eat this later. Well, no, Andrew's gonna eat this later, so it's gonna be okay. You cannot blow on it. Mine was harder because if it was on the thing, it wouldn't be so hard
Does it
to
need to
torch.
actually be like the fluff, or are we putting marshmallows?
No, we're doing marshmallows. I like the marshmallows better than the fluff on this. So I think because if there's marshmallows on the top, okay, I don't want to cover up all the marshmallows, so I might put the ice cream off centered. Okay, that'll be a first. Okay, nice toasty. If the toasting of the marshmallows doesn't work, it'll be fine.
Remember to get
like
same
gooey or
floss.
Okay. Burgers. Can I get a little like ramen? The butter ramen? Yeah. Okay. So how you build it is like you just put this. No, it's not the right one. Is this the right one? We do it on the large. Is this the right one?
Yeah, you said medium taco. Do you want the big one? Large taco?
I feel like it's small, but okay, it's fine. Okay, you will take your mayonnaise. Okay, and you put it on one side. Sun-dried tomato aioli.
Wow.
Okay, you put that on one side. So you build your plate like with the bread already on it. Okay, and then you take and you put, once the cheese is melted and there's bacon inside. Oh, there's no bacon.
There's bacon.
In here?
It is so good.
Yeah, when you
I'm
put
gonna
the
eat
cheese,
that
if you put the bacon on, right? And you put the cheese on top and then you do the whole steaming thing, it will hold the bacon in place and it makes like a little meat patty fatness, right? Okay, so then you put it right where the tomato aioli, and then on the top side, we put the lettuces. The lettuce, and you'll grab like, you can always break the spine a little bit so it's flat. Okay, and you want to leave the hearts for pantry, and then please don't, if the lettuce is like this big, don't just leave it like that. Okay, go ahead and put it there, and then you can always break this up. Like you can break it up and just put it on the lettuce so that, and it can all go on there. Like you don't have to like throw anything away. And then you take, this will be like stewed, like grilled onions, you put it in a hotel pan, and you put it in the hot well to keep hot the whole time, so then it'll like slowly like just keep cooking like grilled onions. And then you just put the grilled onions right on top, right? And then if you notice, I don't ever have raw onions on the menu. I don't really like raw onions, so everything's always pickled or cooked.
Like cooked.
If they want raw onions, we can do it, always. Okay, so if you're the person on the grill, you might want to save one or two like patties of onions so that you don't have to go slice to order.
So for the onions, you said it's in the hot well, so it's soup well?
Yeah, well, the soup well is the soup well, and then the hot well is the hot well.
Like if you have a
So the big one.
cauliflower
It's the big version of the soup well. Remember during tours?
The big rectangle.
I've gone over it with you guys twice already. Okay, so you'll have a ramekin for ketchup, okay? You'll have a ramekin for pickled vegetables. So instead, I pickle a lot of stuff because every time at the end of the quarter, if we have any waste, I can't bring my heart to throw it away. So the easiest way for me to preserve, other than making jam or putting in oil, is pickling, because you just bring it to a boil and pour it over and you're good. So I pickled a whole bunch of vegetables last quarter, so me and Chef Antonio took all the ones that we liked and made a mix of it. And so instead of pickles on the side, you'll have pickled vegetables on the side. And you can pre-make these, okay? Just make sure right before you serve it, you put like a little juice on top so it doesn't look like it's been drying out for hours, and you plastic wrap it. And you can even individually plastic wrap it, just like how we do with like the honey and stuff like that. And so you'll put that there. Put the, please don't make dookie piles. Don't make dookie piles. I don't like dookie, okay? Please make sure you start, and then I call them boobies. I call them boobies. Okay, I like the boobies. You can do barbecue sauce. You can do whatever. We do the ketchup for fries. The barbecue sauce is not for the fries, or the ketchup is not for the fries. If you want a barbecue sauce, if the guest wants ranch, if they want anything on the side, just let us know. You need to tell your line manager. The line manager will instruct whoever needs to get it. You, as the server, do not go and tell the. And then you put some fries on the side, and they're usually seasoned with Lowry's salt. And I'm gonna put some color on it for the picture. And then that's it. There's your burger. Okay? You should do it in the smaller one. Okay, for pickup you will need, so for the risotto you have that, and that's already pre-portioned, it's just like that, okay? Yeah. And then,
How would you portion that for like each? Are you just gonna do like a label size?
no, you would pre-portion in these.
Oh.
Yeah, and then for service, you just dump. And then, usually for the pre-portioned ones, I always have them just put the date on top, on like just a little date right here, because you know what it is, and so then and then if you are really like fancy, you'll do like a little tab where you fold it, so that during service you could just pull off.
Gotcha.
Because you're usually wearing gloves, or on the lot, when it's the line, when you're dealing with the flames, I don't like you guys using gloves too much, because the last thing I want you guys to do is touch a hot pan, and then you melt the glove to your hand. So, but it'll be easier if you just have the tab and you take it off. So we know that this is portioned correctly if it's on top for the date, so we know the date of it, as well as if it's portioned but it's on this side, we know that it's a short portion. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we take that. I'm out of usually.
So will the risotto and the pasta always be portioned out as well?
The vegetables can be too. Just depending on our first day of service, how it goes. Usually we'll have veg stock in the hot well, and you'll put like a 2-ounce ladle of veg stock in it. Why do we always use veg stock when we're gonna serve fish with it? It's for the people who need to be vegetarian, at least can be vegetarian. This one's a little tricky because it's not like regular risotto, where the grains will starch up faster. This one you need to emulsify a little. You'll need to show them how to emulsify it better, just like the pasta last time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can always put the butter so it melts. Or butter. It's all pre-portioned in logs. You just have to cut them to weight, and then you keep them cold and put them in the 9-pan in front of you, and every time you need it, you just grab a nub and you put it in. Okay. Always seasoned. Okay. You guys will use a rubber spat. You guys will cook like this. Okay, and then you'll add cheese. Once it's hot, you can add the cheese. So it's nice and gooey. Okay. Pasta bowl. Okay, and then you'll. Okay. Now, in the pan, usually you'll have this you'll spray this with nonstick spray, put the fish on top and put it in the oven and cook it. While that's cooking, you're getting this ready, and then you're also putting, when you you'll get a cast iron, and you'll put the cast iron and then sear these to get these hot, okay? If it doesn't work out like that, we usually just put it in a high temp 9-pan. You also put it in the oven, so both items are in the oven, just getting ready for it to get hot. So I like to take one of the fennel and put it down, and then put the fish right on top, and then we put another fennel right there. Take a little cherry tomatoes. Okay, and then I would usually garnish with the fennel fronds, like they look like dill, and we would put that on top. But since I got the fennel in a couple days ago, I got rid of them already. I was like, where does that come from? But yeah. Is this 2 orders? Or 1 order? 2 orders? Okay. You're gonna place it. Out of the fryer. It's all gonna be like in the same basket. Tater tots and pork belly. The pork belly is par fried, and then after it's par fried, when you pick it up, it's faster, okay? Because the pork belly takes like 4 minutes by itself, but the tater tots only take like 2 minutes. So we par fry this and then put it together, so it's faster at service. So you take. Okay, and then you do Lowry seasoning and you toss it up a little bit right before you're gonna plate it. Then you go ahead and just put it in the bowl. Okay, now you don't need to fill the bowl entirely, okay? Then you just take the bowl and you'll have this in your soup well. So two of the things usually are like soup, and then one of them is like a garnish for grill. Like last quarter, it was like dirty fries, so we had the beer gravy. And then you take the nachos, and you'll usually have like a B&B plate to make sure that you don't drip everywhere. So say this is the B&B plate. You do this, and you put it right over everything. Okay? Then you have that, right? Then you will garnish it with whatever garnishes they want, or they don't want, you just leave off. I like the tomatoes on there because with all the fat, color as well as like it needs to cut. Yeah, like I'm pretending I'm eating my vegetables, right? Like I had my vegetable fill for the day.
Yeah, right.
So, and then I like spiciness, so I don't know. I don't know if you guys do it, but at the movies I like to get jalapenos and nacho cheese and dip the jalapeno in the nacho cheese. Yeah. And popcorn. Yep. You think you're like the only one that does that, but like there's a lot of you guys that do that. So, and then you just take. This is usually in a, we loosen it in a squeeze bottle, so you guys can like.
Make it pretty.
Or we can even put it in we can do it dollop. Like it does it, it's okay. It's whichever you guys want. And then these need to be a little thinner so that they curl better, but you put a couple on top and that's it. That's the extra vegetables for you.
Yeah, right.
So just very simple, nacho cheese. Okay, this one's an entree, so you want to put it on a medium taco. Medium taco. All the tacos get swooshes. Okay, so you take the puree. Usually this puree is hot in the hot well already, sitting there. Okay, you warm it up before, right after family, and then you put it in your hot well with a lid on it. Okay, in a bain-marie or a hotel pan, however works for you. Usually the bain-marie works better. Take the spoon, same thing like I showed you with the quail yesterday, but you want to do a good amount. It's the sauce of everything, and most of the time people lick that part off the plate. So then you just light swoosh. Then you take the cauliflower and put one of them there, and then one crisscross next to it.
Does it matter what color of cauliflower?
As long as it's one color, there's two steaks all the time. So as long as both steaks are not the same color, if possible. Of course, I know there's times where you have more of the white instead of the colored one, then we'll do that. We will use something else. Or didn't you get me a floret? Where'd he go? You just remembered something. Okay, then you have frisee. I don't think I'm going to put arugula in this, so only frisee. Okay, the pickled cauliflower needs to be like small. Okay, little florets.
Chef, they're not like They haven't been pickled for that long. Did you want us to? You didn't want us to use them for family meal, did you?
You can. They're not gonna make. They're just more for flavor. It's not for like, even if it was a little raw, it still tastes good. Okay. So you put the pickled cauliflower in there, and I think I have a couple more pickled veggies that I will let you guys add into it. Okay. And then you're like, what do we dress the salad with? You would just take a little salt, okay, as well as a little juice from the pickling liquid, and use that. And then that's it for that one. Toss it up. Okay. And then just place it on top. And you can even place all the pickled items that have color on it nicely. Did you get the raw one for me and Shay? I thought that's where you went. And then you take the breadcrumbs. And then you just put on top. You don't even need to like sprinkle them all over the place. When they're just on top, it just falls off. We do one more thing. When Andrew comes back with it, we'll be able to finish it. I take, because we have so much trim of the broccoli florets, we take one of the florets and then we shave it raw. So you have cauliflower that's pureed, you have cauliflower that's roasted, pickled, and then raw shaving. So there's like 4 ways on there. So you can take one ingredient, and anytime you cook, you take one ingredient and turn it to many different versions of it, and it still make a full dish. And then, don't piss me off. Get over here and watch. If you mess up on a dish I'm showing you today, I will not take it lightly because you guys are not paying attention.
Would you microplane that or like just
I have a little baby like mandolin
Oh, okay.
that I like.
And you just like shave it on top.
Mhm.
Yeah, the colors are pretty. Yeah.
I
didn't even know what kind
this is awesome.
It's just a cauliflower. I don't know what's in this.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Okay. And then that's it. And then you would turn it to the guests like that.
Ooh, I like the purple.
Okay?
Oh my god, I know. I'm gonna get crazy.
Okay. Now we can okay. So usually you'll just have like when you portion it, you want to make sure you portion it so that you get like, you use a 2-ounce ladle and you get 2 ounces of just like onions and apples in the container, and then you want to get 2 ounces of like the broth and then put it in there too. So you get a little bit of everything when the mussels are being cooked. So you put them in the broth in the pan. It's going to be like 6 mussels. You'll have a lid, but in this case, you'll want to add butter. Oh,
Is this sauté or?
yes. Okay, so once it comes to a boil, then you have the lid on it, and you can do this lid setup in there so that you don't have to have like a lid. And this way you know that you won't ever burn your hands, because this is not heat proof, but it'll protect you a little bit more. So with shellfish, with mussels, clams, and everything like that, you want to cook it just till they open, and then they're done. If you overcook them where they're open and they've shrunk to like a little pea, that means they're overcooked. Okay, and we'll put them in the noodle bowl, and then we'll put a baguette right on top. Is this one order's worth? Yeah? Who did this? Mussel person? Is this one order?
Miss
Yeah.
Presley.
Did anyone cook this? Cook this?
Yeah.
Team 4. Is that enough?
Did you is this one order?
Yeah,
Like
it's
weighed
one.
out? Okay, so what was it? 20 grams. So we need to change it to
Who?
like 5 grams.
Sounds good.
Right at the end. Okay, so you see they've, like with an instant, they're already open. Right at the end, you want to put parsley. Okay, and then you just shake it up a little bit. Okay, this is gonna get room. And then that's it. Once they've opened, you're ready to go. You gotta make sure that they're open. There's one more that doesn't want to play nice.
And can you tell us about previously opened mussels and mussels?
If
that
they're
don't
really,
open?
really big, open big, yes, you get rid of them, okay? Sometimes when there's a little crack, you just have to like run water under them to see if they're dead or not, because sometimes they just stay open just to play dead. But if you run water on them, they close up because they're salt water, right?
Are these fresh mussels?
Yeah, they're fresh. If
They're
they
not
don't
opened
open
up.
up at all, like these all opened up, I don't have an example for you guys that's a dead one. If they're closed,
Yeah, if they don't
Okay.
go closed,
if they're cooked and they're closed, they're dead,
go
okay?
away.
If they're closed.
So does it go on compost or just regular trash?
Compost.
Not the whole batch, just the one mussel though.
Yes, the one mussel. No, don't throw all of it away.
So then would you cook another one?
The
separate,
one?
Just to,
No, I might play the game where we're just gonna put 7, and if one dies, then toss it, or we'll just pull this aside and do another batch, depending on how bad it is. And we'll play that. We'll do the case by case, and then you just pour it in. Nice. Okay, so it's sometimes easier if you just put the mussels in first. Okay. And then we'll just put a nice piece of toasted baguette on top, and then that will be good. Okay. Wait if you guys are gonna sleep. So we're gonna do arugula salad. Okay. Did you guys have any questions before I started? No. Okay. We do arugula salad. It's gonna be about. This was about 2 ounces for you guys as an appetizer. Just gonna fit to these. Okay, that'll be good. So always, same thing. Salads, right? Always take salt and dress it over it first before you put the dressing. And then squeeze bottle dressing, right? You always do around.
We have authority to cut the tips if they don't meet the need.
Maybe.
Try to find a tip that fits.
Ideally. That one was a brand new one. A lot of them are going to be brand new, so as long as you don't make a lot of them that are like that fat, because you won't need that much. Okay, and then you just take one of the spoons. Same thing, you just want to lightly dress it so that the salad gets a nice coating. So you see the glistening? Why is that like not as bright today? Okay, so all the leaves are glistening. Okay, I also like to do is put a little snow within it. So the snow is like salt, and it will like cover all the leaves. See how like there's little white specks on all the leaves now? Okay, so after you do that, if you kind of like tuck it within itself in the bowl, it'll be easier to lift. Place on the plate, and then I kind of like squish it so it makes a little mountain. Then you can make sure you grab everything out of the bowl. Cheese. More cheese. Okay, so it's like Christmas tree with snow on it. And the pine nuts. The little ornaments. ideally, if we can, we will put like a couple, like maybe 1 or 2 pieces of the lemon confit, but we're cooking them right now, so. But if not, this still looks nice. It's still simple. It's spicy, sweet, savory, salty, all that nuts. The sweetness is from the lemon confit as well as the pine nuts. Where's my designator picture person?
Lisa Honda.
Lisa.
So we take it home about the one that's home?
No. Questions?
Mussels.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Do you have the baguette? That's what I wrote on the other recipes for baguette.
You want that done right now?
They're in the freezer though, so just get it out for you got them to eat.